Hey guys, a few weeks ago I did a quick video, well not so quick, I did a video about my step-in bindings with the bomber step-ins and the fintech heels. This time I'm going to do a little bit of a video on another possible setup that you can do. It takes a little more customization, a little more work, but it is an option if you're interested in step-ins and you find the right stuff. This is the F.A.S.T step-in system by SnowJam. It is another setup that is intended for snowboards. Normally you'd have this piece and this piece mounted to a big plastic base that would go on your snowboard, although that would overhang quite a bit on ski boards. So this is actually a system that was put together by Bill on the SBOL forums, and then I got it from him, and it now belongs to a friend of mine. He uses it. The system is very, very similar to the bomber step-in system. You still have a front bail here where the toe goes, and you still have a heel receiver. The main difference though is that it's backwards as far as engagement. On the bomber setup, the pins are in the heel and the holes are in the receiver on the binding. On this setup, as you can see, the pins are in the heel receiver and the holes are in the boot. It's the same idea where you swap out the heel. You can see there's it's a little spring-loaded bit in there to keep snow out, and the same technique applies where you're going to put it in here in the toe and then step in. It's a little bit not as smooth of an engagement as the bomber system, but it's still pretty good. It's very, very solid, and this one is actually quite a bit higher than the bomber system, so you're going to get a little more torque on wider boards. The only other thing, obviously, is that you don't have SnowJam bindings that you can just swap these things out with. So what Bill did is to come up with this custom riser plate. It's just a piece of aluminum that he machined bolts on, and he put these pieces on. He actually replicated a little bit the bomber setup, because he actually made it with a riser in the middle, and then he has rubber pieces underneath here and here to allow the board to flex a little bit. Just to kind of show you a side-by-side, here is the bomber setup on one of my old lines, and you can see here we've got the holes with the heel, and the boot goes in like this and snaps in. Alright, and everything is engaged there. And then in this system, pins are in the heel, and it goes in, but the pins are in the binding in the receiver. Both really good systems. Both will work for you as far as step-ins, and they'll provide a lot of control, and obviously the ease of use of step-in, step-out. The bomber system is easier to put together because you can just buy the components and then swap it. This system requires some customization, a little bit of machining, but it's still a good option. I've seen the SnowJam F.A.S.T system on eBay and on the classifieds for the carvers forum, and they do come up every now and then. So if you have access to a machine shop and you think that you might want a system like this, this would be a very good option if you can pick it up for a decent price. So there you go. Not as involved as the bomber video, but I just kind of wanted to show another option with the SnowJam F.A.S.T step-in. If you guys have any questions, as always, hit me up on the forums or leave a comment, and I'd be happy to help you out. Until next time, I'll see you on the slopes.